Hi. Y'all see, I'm be upgrading, okay? Y'all just bear with me. Right now, y'all just tuning in for the topic that's listed below. And soon the cosmetics will come right on behind it. I saw the Bobby Debarge story. I saw their unsung, the family unsung, uh, and of course, you see, you very much get to see how the Jacksons and the Debarges hook up for what they have in common. Besides music, their family upbringings and trials and so forth like that. And while I was watching the film, I saw, I just saw how much, Bobby had such good intentions. Like he was very much, I estimate him at a Taurus, but when I look up, it has him around the Pisces mark. Oh God, it's just hard what their dad did to them. Very hard. And it very terrifying how someone do check out my other videos on this channel. Um where I speak about the Taurus and speak how Taurus can start off with very good intentions and how they, such and such with life, how they end up becoming a victim, a martyr to their situation if they don't fight it hard enough or if they get too caught up. So I'm sure you would have to look and dissect into where his Taurus houses are to relate more to how his life he ended up being a martyr. The one deceased in his family, living a wild and intravenous drug lifestyle. Oh, and has such a amazing voice. Really, if it wasn't for the drugs and all, estimate him and Latoya could have really been a power couple. They really could have. But due to the drugs and the social norms, that all would led to demise. Tony really had a strong sternness in her. You know, like in every film somebody portrayed her, or even people speaking about her, she really had strong. Even though she, people like, oh gosh, she could be Pisces like. But definitely seeing that character that played the Bobby Debarge, you could really see the Taurus. I wouldn't be surprised if the person that acted the child that acted in that part is definitely a Taurus, because I could just see it so, just so much excited. And you see how with their mom overindulge in church, like while she going to church to pray behind somebody, her children getting tampered and beaten. And they say one of the children was one of them that he didn't, at least one that he didn't tamper. I have to look back through the film about the twins, which came later, exactly who they were for. But they were saying he didn't tamper one of the children. That's part of why Bobby said in the video, in the movie himself, that was the reason why he was jealous and hated him, because he received the love that he didn't receive. Then the part where he told his mother about, knowing her children was getting tampered, he told her, the daughter told her, and the mom's still going to church, and she said, "Oh, I left." And he said, "Well, you came back. And that was the time it was easy to get you project housing." But she seemed as a mom that she was caught up in this this man's world. He was a trucker. He should have been working 2 trucker jobs with all those children. I sure hope he at least a house paid off cash. Oh, he going across the country and stuff like that, and probably had oof. That's just horrifying. Whew. And this is another that part of that film there is why, you know, you have even today, domestic violence shelters, a majority of them can be idled, and they're another form of human trafficking and tricking also. You leave one abusive situation, go to the next, and you wonder why people get there. You got to get there and have stuff that most likely you ain't even thinking to have. You left out a domestic situation, then they get there and they go get your birth certificate and your social security number to be claiming power of attorney. So yeah, this gonna kind of turn political along with doing a review on the Bobby Debarge story, because it addresses domestic violence, and it's the same situation what a lot of people feel today. And yet you have to end up sometime going and no choice, and you have less what you could have if you just left one. It ain't that easy. Basically, the services are garbage. It's crap. But she was in a time where it was easier for her to leave to get in a project unit. You could have gotten some project housing a whole lot quicker, because they used to have like a whole bunch of like empty projects. They used to have a whole unit empty. People used to move into them like nothing to it, or they'll have 5 units being used, the others in storage room, and the bottom ones may have somebody staying in them or moving out of them and stuff. That was back in the day. So I believe it was a whole lot easier and especially when you didn't have to have all that foolishness. Now when you get there and gotta get there and have such food, then it could be a flood or a fire in your area, and people want you to be signing stuff or releasing information and doing these old fraud housing workshops. And so this definitely addressed the DMV, and I'm sure many people are, you know, as they compare about the abuse and the situations. I'm going to say between the Jackson and the Debarge, it was a give and take of the devil's attic and the devil's pit between both households. Because it was, you see where Bobby was one of the older ones, and he got started off first, and the dad was very mean to him. It wasn't ever just so hard, but we had a child putting on a dress and stuff like that, and telling him don't man up to him. Ooh, that just ooh. Ooh, they got a bio on his story? Is that the only family he had? Cause oh God, did they have some grandparents, or was he an orphan? That's questions that I do have. I was saying when people tell me something, Christina ain't got no storyline and she just using her. I don't like that whole song got storylines in its own self. Okay, all right. The song that I have definitely for this here, Bobby Debarge, is the Nina Simone "Let Me Be Not Misunderstood." And that's the message. Let me not be misunderstood. You may see an end result. He started out really with good intentions, and he fought as much as he could. And I was watching another celebrity video, and you know, when people ask, you know, give these answers sometimes, I'm just like, oh, like people be like, what would you advise somebody walk without no fear? You could walk without no fear, but if you ain't putting the right application or putting some right steps into it, it's still all in vain. Be prepared. He also, you see there's a switch up between and not to compare that their bios will be anyway the same. And I really would say, you know, much that no one is not doing a bio on Nipsey. Not that it will compare anyway to Bobby Debarge. But just like one was born in March and passed in August, and the other one was born in August and passed in March. I didn't look up the exact date numbers. Maybe someone else can do a further pick into this here. I'm just doing, like I say, the estimate. Do check the Lala Anthony video. It still hold up. The message I had for them still is relevant right now today. And I've looked back over about a good bit of my videos, especially the celebrity readings, and like, oh, do I still, you know what I'm saying? You know, I'm asking, like, okay, do the message meet up? Okay, so if I get this message here, does it still meet up to what I said then till today? Like, do you know what I'm saying? Besides feel better, is there something intuitive that okay, well, do I need to come back and just wave out? And everything I'm still in match about. Because much when I come, you know, like, that's why I say certain celebrities I won't do. There are certain people that I just have nothing to say about, or everything is not my test. I mean, when you take a test, it ain't like you get every answer correct on there. So I really want to deal with what's going to be within, you know what I'm saying, within tolerable of it. With this Bobby Debarge, there are going to be more unreleased soundtracks that's going to be coming out. Much that his children, and if his wife is still here, is getting a share of it. And if you go back to the Aretha Franklin video, I did ask it. There was a will. Ain't nobody crazy, and that video will detail everything. Like, you just put some common sense things together. Like the media shouldn't even been that stupid to even come on TV and even say nothing like that. But watch the Aretha Franklin video. I let y'all, you know, I asked it on that. I asked it. So yeah, there'll be unreleased soundtracks. There will be in more features coming out. I did watch I Got the Hookup. I'll be uploading that for, you know, for those of you that's not on Instagram or don't follow me on Instagram. I'll be uploading that video on here. Following this one here. So I'll talk to you all later. Y'all, I gotta get my hair done, okay? Because I have been guided. Don't put my hands up in my head. So I need the right person to put their hands up in my head. Because right now I got too much stuff to do. 2,000 billboards is a bit much. I'll talk to you all later. I'm looking for someone to do Tiara Marie. I ain't looking for it exactly, but I'm just saying. The celebrity reading on her. I'll talk to you all later. I gotta decide what am I going to eat today. Then I gotta go. It's just so much. So thanks for tuning in to the Bobby Debarge story. To the Jackson family. The Jackson family wanted, of course, to go through all that detail, which I believe someone did a Joe Jackson one, but I'm just giving a summary line to that one. I'm sure y'all understand. I'll talk to y'all later. TTYL. #Celebs.